Every bite you take, every daily routine you follow, and every food you think is beneficial could directly affect your heart, especially once you're past 60. But what if I told you that some of the vegetables you eat regularly, yes, even vegetables, might actually be slowing your metabolism? I'm a heart specialist, and I've seen this happen far too often. Many of the older patients who visit my clinic believe they're doing everything right, avoiding fried foods, cutting back on sugar, and adding more vegetables to their meals. But what they don't realize is that some of those healthy veggies, when prepared incorrectly or combined with medications, can quietly push the heart toward failure. Some raise blood pressure, others interfere with life-saving prescriptions, and a few may even harbor bacteria that your aging immune system struggles to combat. That's why I'm urging adults over 60 to stop consuming these 5 specific vegetables, or at the very least, change how they're prepared. In this video, I'll walk you through each one, explain the risks, and offer safer alternatives that won't put your heart in harm's way. Here's the silver lining: these risks are completely avoidable. You just need to know what to watch out for and what to avoid. So I encourage you to stay with me, especially because the first vegetable on the list might be sitting in your fridge right now. I don't want you to miss out on vital health information tailored to your needs. Before we dive in, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And if this video resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, comment 0 so I can continue improving my content for you. Let's start with number 1, spinach. Spinach, the dark leafy green praised as a superfood, can turn into a hidden danger for anyone over 60, especially those on heart medications. As a cardiac surgeon, I've seen patients unknowingly disrupt their treatments by eating what they thought was healthy. Spinach is rich in vitamin K, a key nutrient for blood clotting. But if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, often prescribed after heart attacks, strokes, or for managing atrial fibrillation, too much vitamin K can weaken the drug's effectiveness. It thickens your blood and offsets the medication's benefits. The troubling part: most older adults don't even realize this is happening. They think they're doing fine. They assume the medication is working, when, in reality, their bodies are slowly losing protection against deadly clots. I've treated many patients who suffered strokes or severe clots simply because they started having spinach smoothies or big salads daily, unaware of the risks. Spinach isn't inherently bad, it's the inconsistency that's dangerous. If you include it in your diet, do so consistently and always inform your doctor. The foods you eat can support or sabotage your medications. Not every vegetable is heart-healthy for everyone over 60. In fact, some can be more harmful than a plate of fries if you're not careful. If spinach can silently counteract critical prescriptions, what other seemingly safe foods might be unleashing hidden threats into your body? Let's move on to the next one. It's likely sitting in your fridge too, and it has more salt than a full bag of chips. If you're still watching and finding this valuable, leave a quick comment below to let me know. Now, let's dive into the second vegetable. Number 2, pickled cucumbers. Pickles may seem like a tangy, crisp snack, great on the side of a sandwich, but they're a salt bomb disguised as a healthy vegetable. They're especially harmful for seniors with high blood pressure or heart conditions. Most people don't think twice about a few slices of pickles. But just one serving can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, more than 2/3 of the recommended daily limit for older adults. Sodium isn't just about taste. It raises blood volume, puts pressure on your arteries, and causes your body to retain water. Over time, this leads to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and eventually heart failure. I've had patients who couldn't figure out why their blood pressure wouldn't improve, even after ditching fried foods, working out, and quitting alcohol. The culprit? That small pile of pickles on their plate. What's worse is that salt damage is stealthy. It often doesn't show symptoms until it's too late, like after a stroke, chest pain, or a heart failure diagnosis. As you age, your kidneys become less efficient at filtering salt, and your arteries are more prone to damage. Hidden sodium in pickles, canned veggies, and even healthy soups can silently sabotage your efforts. Cooking at home, reading labels, and using herbs or lemon instead of salt can make a bigger difference than you realize in protecting your heart. But salt isn't the only hidden threat. There's another vegetable that looks harmless, until you realize it's quietly triggering inflammation and raising your blood pressure with every bite. Let's talk about the next one. Number 3, red chili peppers. These fiery little pods are packed with flavor and culture. For many older adults, food is more than fuel. It's tradition, comfort, and memory. And nothing captures that like spice, whether it's in a stew, a sprinkle on top, or a full-on spicy dish. But here's what most people don't realize. Chili peppers, especially the concentrated varieties, can ignite a chain reaction inside your body that puts your heart at risk. They increase your heart rate, boost adrenaline, and stimulate your nervous system. For a healthy young person, that might not be a problem. But after 60, when your arteries are narrower and your heart more sensitive, that stimulation becomes dangerous. I've seen many older patients come in with symptoms like heart palpitations, chest tightness, or blood pressure spikes, all following a particularly spicy meal. They never suspected the peppers. It's not just the heat, it's how your body responds to the stress. If you already have heart disease or high blood pressure, just one spicy meal can trigger vessel constriction, a surge in blood pressure, and in worst cases, a dangerous heart rhythm, or even a heart attack. Eating hot chili peppers regularly might seem harmless or even beneficial due to their intense flavor and supposed health perks. But over time, this fiery habit can quietly inflame your vascular system, gradually wearing down the vital pathways your heart relies on to function. I'm not saying you need to strip all flavor from your plate, but spice doesn't have to mean fire. You can bring your meals to life using gentler ingredients like herbs, garlic, in moderation, ginger, and citrus. These choices enhance taste without burdening your heart. Listen to your body. Comfort food shouldn't come at the cost of cardiovascular strain. But what about something often hailed as healing, yet can become risky when consumed raw? If spicy food is subtly undermining your heart, what does that say about raw garlic? That's right, raw garlic, often seen as a miracle of natural medicine. For centuries, garlic has earned a reputation for reducing cholesterol, thinning the blood, and supporting heart health. Many older adults believe in its natural power so deeply that they chew on raw cloves or swallow them like medicine. And yes, garlic does hold therapeutic potential. But even natural power, when misused, can turn quietly dangerous. What most people don't realize is that raw garlic is an extremely potent blood thinner. When combined with heart medications, especially anticoagulants like warfarin or even aspirin, this can dangerously amplify their effects. Your blood can become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, easy bruising, and in some cases, life-threatening hemorrhages. I've seen this firsthand. Patients trying to do the right thing, unknowingly putting themselves in harm's way. Persistent nosebleeds, black stool, and sudden drops in blood pressure were common symptoms among those who consumed raw garlic daily. But bleeding isn't the only issue. Raw garlic can sharply lower blood pressure, especially in large amounts. For someone already on hypertension medication, this could trigger dizziness, fatigue, or even fainting. At that point, your heart may not get the blood it needs, leading to early signs of damage. Here's what makes it especially frustrating. You think you're doing the right thing. You've cut out junk food. You're being mindful. You're trusting a traditional remedy that's been praised for generations. But the truth is, even the most natural foods can turn harmful, especially after age 60, when your body begins reacting differently to both food and medication. Wise health decisions are guided not just by tradition, but by knowledge. Cook your garlic and use it in moderation. And before making it a daily habit, talk with your doctor. Now, let's talk about something even more common. If raw garlic can be risky on its own, what about something crisp, juicy, and often eaten raw, something that might be hiding danger you can't see? What could be lurking inside a healthy-looking sprout? Raw sprouts may seem innocent, but for older adults, they can quietly compromise heart health. They look vibrant, fresh, and are often labeled as superfoods, packed with enzymes and energy. Sprinkling them over salads or sandwiches feels like the perfect health move. But behind their fresh exterior lies a hidden danger. Sprouts thrive in warm, moist conditions, the very same environments that bacteria love. Harmful microbes like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria flourish in these settings. While younger people might bounce back from a foodborne illness, seniors face much steeper consequences. As we age, our immune systems become weaker and slower, making recovery harder. What might start as a mild stomach upset can escalate into sepsis, dehydration, or even endocarditis, a serious infection of the heart's inner lining. From my own experience treating older patients with heart conditions, I've seen how something as simple as a contaminated sprout has led to hospital stays, irregular heart rhythms, and even worsened heart disease. When your body is fighting infection, your heart can't heal, and by the time symptoms are noticed, it might already be too late. There's something deeply ironic in all of this. You're making the effort to eat clean, green, and fresh, yet it's the very foods marketed as healthful that may be doing harm. That's why raw sprouts must be approached with caution. If you want to enjoy them, always cook them first. A quick sauté or light steam can preserve flavor and nutrients while destroying dangerous bacteria. Protecting your heart in your later years isn't just about what you eat, but how you eat it, and whether your body can safely process it. And if sprouts can conceal such risks, what about other vegetables that seem safe on their own, but turn harmful when mixed with common heart medications? The answer might already be on your plate. So, what should older adults eat to truly support heart health? After learning about the vegetables that may quietly damage your cardiovascular system, you might wonder, what are the safe options? What foods actually heal, strengthen, and support your heart? The answer doesn't lie in trends or miracle pills, but in simple, whole vegetables tailored to the needs of the aging heart. Foods that lower inflammation, help manage blood pressure, nourish blood vessels, and work with your medications, not against them. Excellent choices include steamed broccoli, gently roasted carrots, sautéed kale, sweet potatoes, cooked tomatoes, and heart-healthy legumes like lentils and green beans. These foods are rich in antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant compounds that reinforce your arteries and reduce heart strain. Unlike raw sprouts or heavily salted foods, these vegetables are gentler on the digestive system and easier for older bodies to process. They also play a crucial role in keeping your blood sugar and pressure levels in check. After turning 60, your heart doesn't need extreme diets. It needs steady, balanced meals that support your well-being. From what I've seen, people can significantly enhance their heart health not only through medication but by creating simple, soothing, and healing meals. Even a small bowl of gently steamed greens, a roasted root vegetable, or a warm serving of bean soup each day can begin to reverse years of silent strain. And if you're worried that eating healthy means giving up flavor, think again. When used wisely, herbs like rosemary, turmeric, garlic, and a touch of fresh lemon can bring your food to life, without putting any extra burden on your heart. The goal isn't just to fill your stomach, but to nourish your entire being. Now that you know what to eat, there's one more essential step, because even the most heart-friendly vegetables won't be enough if you're holding on to a seemingly small but potentially life-threatening habit. Let's shift focus to that, a heart that still has time left. Since the day you were born, your heart has been beating tirelessly, and by your 60th birthday, it will have done so over 2 billion times. It's never asked for anything in return, until now. Right now, it needs your care and your attention. Growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means gaining clarity, and with it, the wisdom to recognize that something once helpful to your body may now become harmful if taken in the wrong way, at the wrong time, or alongside incompatible medications. Vegetables that once energized you could now present new challenges to your heart. But here's the uplifting news. It's not too late. Damage may linger, but even the smallest change today, in your food, your habits, your movement, and your rest, can start to undo years of unnoticed pressure on your heart. I've seen it happen. Seniors once weighed down by fatigue, breathlessness, and despair came back to life, with stronger pulses, sharper minds, and lighter steps. Not because they took drastic measures, but because they finally listened, not to noise or trends, but to their own bodies. They made better choices, one day at a time. You don't have to be flawless. What matters most is staying consistent. There's still time. There's still strength. And most importantly, there's still so much love in your heart to offer yourself, your loved ones, and the life you've worked so hard to build. So begin right away. Try again with your plate. Take a look at your routines. Retrieve your lost vitality, because the next beat of your heart is a gift, and it is your responsibility to safeguard it. The purpose of these lectures is to motivate you to live your life to the fullest and from the heart. The time has come for me to hear from you. A moment of reflection and the sharing of one thing you've learned that you intend to implement in your own life is being requested. We should encourage and support one another as we travel down this path toward accepting these facts. If you found this video to be enjoyable, kindly leave a remark with a score of 1. If not, you are allowed to leave a remark with a 1. Your comments and suggestions are very important to us. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like it, and share it with your friends. Your presence is greatly appreciated.